Let me be brutally honest with you. Once a woman loses interest, most men end up doing everything wrong in their attempts to win her back. They text way too much, apologize constantly, buy gifts, over-explain themselves, and in doing so, they only push her further away. The truth is, losing her interest isn't always because of something you did wrong. Sometimes it's about the energy you're bringing, the way she perceives your confidence, or simply the overall dynamic between you two. Here's something controversial. A woman can come back and want you again, but only if you understand the unspoken rules of attraction, and most men have no clue what those rules even are. They assume that proving themselves, chasing hard, or showing how much they care will magically fix everything. It doesn't. Attraction isn't built on effort, it's built on presence, confidence, and emotional influence. I want you to understand one thing right now. Women don't fall back in love with a man who begs or pleads. We fall back in love when we feel the pull of a man who is stable, magnetic, and unapologetically himself. When you stop trying to control her feelings and start managing your own energy, that's when the real shift begins. That's when she starts noticing the parts of you she overlooked before. So today, I'm going to speak to you like a woman who knows exactly what goes through our minds when interest fades and what makes it spark again. I'll show you what she actually feels when you start changing your approach and how you can subtly recreate attraction without any manipulation. This isn't about tricks or empty tactics, it's about real psychology, female psychology, and how attraction actually works in the real world. By the end of this video, you'll understand why she drifted away, what you need to do internally to shift the dynamic, and how to naturally pull her back in. You'll see that the power isn't in chasing her, but in showing her the man she could regret losing. 1. Stop chasing her. Start controlling your energy. Men often make the same mistake after a woman loses interest. They panic. They start texting constantly, sending messages to fix the problem, and over-explaining themselves, hoping to remind her why she liked them in the first place. But here's the truth. Chasing her only confirms to her that your value depends on her attention, and nothing kills attraction faster than neediness. Women are wired to notice energy before words. If she felt your confidence slipping or sensed you were desperate for her validation, her interest fades. It's not about punishment, it's about how she perceives your emotional state. Attraction is emotional, not logical, and women instinctively respond to a man's presence, independence, and stability. I want you to imagine this moment. A man I was mildly interested in started sending multiple texts every day after I cooled off. He apologized for small things, asked if he'd done something wrong, and constantly tried to get a response. Every message screamed, "I need you to care about me," and honestly, it made me pull away even further. His effort was visible, but it didn't make me like him more. It reminded me that he was dependent on me for his emotional well-being. Now, contrast that with a man who noticed my distance, took a step back, and focused on his own life. He didn't call, didn't over-explain, didn't try to convince me to come back. But when we did cross paths, he was calm, confident, and fully present. He wasn't needy, he had his own world. Suddenly, I was curious. I wanted to know why he seemed unbothered by my absence. That subtle energy shift sparked attraction without him saying a single convincing word. Here's the key takeaway. Stop chasing her and start controlling your energy. When you control your own focus, confidence, and independence, she begins to reassess her feelings. She notices you differently because your energy is no longer begging for attention. Attraction isn't created through effort, it's created through presence. 2. Why she lost interest, and it's not what you think. Let's clear something up right now. When a woman loses interest, it's almost never about a single mistake. It's not about the small argument, the forgotten text, or even a lack of romance. It's about the overall energy and dynamic you've been sending her over time.
Women pick up on subtle cues that most men don't even realize they're giving. Interest fades when a woman senses dependency, overeagerness, or lack of self-confidence. If she feels like she has to validate you or that your happiness hinges on her attention, her brain starts dialing down attraction. She unconsciously starts to see you as less of a challenge and more as someone who's available on demand. That right there kills desire faster than anything else. Another big reason is predictability and lack of emotional contrast. Women are drawn to men who make them feel something: curiosity, excitement, tension.